AgroSuede, and welcome everyone to AgroSuede Backyard Garden with me, Mitchell Jonas Wade, and welcome to Impromptu Tuesday. Now in this video feature, I'm going to show you how to fry plantain. If you notice, I'm not only showing you how to plant a crop or fruit tree, but also I'm showing you how you could actually use it in your kitchen. The main reason for doing that is because we see a lot of videos and they tell you how to plant the stuff, but they do not actually advise you or give you an idea on how to actually use it in your kitchen. So that's why I'm doing a lot of kitchen videos equal for a lot of planting videos. If you remember way back then, I was very excited about my first harvest of plantain, and I needed to do a video almost a week or two after I harvested it, but I'm only able to actually show you the video now.
Okay guys, so this is the only plantain I remained from the harvest, and I really wanted to do a video long ago, but I've been so busy from last week and this week. Just about 5 days ago I removed this plantain from the fridge, and it was nice and yellow about 2 days after I removed it like this, but it stayed out for too long and started to actually get old very fast, so that's why it's brown on this side, and a bit, as you can see, it's fading away. Yellow is fading away and it's turning brown, but that doesn't mean it's not good. It's just very soft. That's why I went out and I bought this plantain, so that you could actually see it better when I actually cut this. But because this is our only plantain remaining from the harvest, I'm going to cut this one for you to see, and then I'll fry some. So you basically take your nail and separate the skin like this. Now I know it's gonna look a bit ugly because, as I said, as you notice, this part is brown, so it's basically breaking down and basically decaying actually from this part here. So that's why I went on and bought some for you to see. But I'm not going to actually be able to fry this, but at least we cut one for you to see. I'm sorry that it's so terrible. Maybe when I harvest again, I will do it when it's nice and yellow. Because as you can see, this part here is good, and this is the part that's a bit more yellow, so it's good. But this part here is the part that was under the brown part of the plantain skin, and as you can see, it's not very good, and it's also smelling very bad. So we're just gonna put this in the compost. Sorry that the only one you didn't get to see it fry, but let me see if I can just preserve. This is in part. Hold on. Right. So I will fry this part here, just so that you could see when we fry a piece at least. So now I'm going to cut one I bought. Now this is the one I bought. Very beautiful. But again, I am very proud of the plantain that I grew in my backyard. But this one is indeed very beautiful. As you can see, same thing with the technique for the knife. So here it is. Let me even demonstrate better. So the idea is to put the knife deep into the plantain enough that it cuts the skin but not slice through the plantain. So then you take your finger, ensure that the finger is behind the knife, and guide it along. And then you take your nail and basically separate it. So that's how it's supposed to look. Pretty decent and neat. But I must admit, it's not as dark and rich as my plantain, I'll say. This one I don't know if it's organically grown, but this one, mine for sure I know. Those I fried before, they were pretty much darker in color than this one. This one is more of a whitish color. So still, I would encourage you to grow local and to grow your own crop in your backyard garden. Now you cut it in half. You could either cut it straight like that, or I like to cut it slanting. So here it is. And then you take your knife and basically cut in slices. The thinner it is really makes nicer when it's thinner, but you could actually do it pretty thick like this one compared to this one. Now sorry I can't tell you exactly how hot the frying pan is supposed to be, but use your discretion. The best thing is recommended when frying plantain for sure, and I can tell that to you. Put your stove at the lowest point, so bring your heat way down and just allow it to fry nice and slowly. You do not need a lot of heat because it's gonna fry on the outside to nice and brown on the outside, but inside it will not fry and cook properly. Basically, I would say cook because the inside isn't actually frying. It's more like the outside, and the inside is just getting cooked from the heat. So I'm gonna put it to fry now. So let's go ahead. Make sure that your oil is hot at first, because you don't want to just put it in with the cold oil or the lukewarm oil, that when you put on there that it sticks to the actual pan. So ensure that the oil, whatever you're spraying in there, ensure that it's done before you actually put it in the plantain. And now you just put in the oil. Now I already turned some, so as you can see it's brown on that side, nice and light brown. So this one is basically ready. This one, I'm going to turn it now. Oh, this part isn't ready as yet. But that's how you do it. You just ensure that you fry it on a low fire and ensure that it's nice and brown before you actually turn it. So this is how you fry it. Just ensure that you turn it for it to be brown and nice. Do not let it get too brown or do not let it burn.
I suggest that you put on napkins to cool off so that the napkin can absorb or take off the oil off the plantain. And that's how simple and easy it is to fry your plantain grown from your backyard garden. If you are not able to actually grow it in your backyard garden, go ahead and go to the market and actually purchase some plantain. Surely you will enjoy it, and maybe that will motivate you to plant your own plantain in your backyard garden. So thank you very much for liking our video, thank you for subscribing to YouTube channel, and thank you for all those of you who have followed us on Instagram and on Twitter. Of course, you could send us a message at WhatsApp number 1767-617-0224, and you could also check out our website, which is www.agrosuede.com. All these links will be provided below. Thank you very much, and remember, a backyard garden in some ways will keep the doctors away, and AgroSuede is out.